I do think that in terms of the listening, that is how I ended up being so in love with the Psalms. Back to my own particular journey with Francis, like I absolutely still know, like 15 years after that began, that I don't know if I would have made it through without the Psalms for exactly the reasons you are saying. Like everything's the unfairness, the brokenness, the fear, all of that. I don't see how I would have made it without reading prayers/poems. The Psalms are poems to me. If I hadn't heard that voice of lamenting, I just don't see how I would have made it through. And I'm so grateful for the Psalms. I still am. I still can't even believe I do uphold they are perfect works of art. I think those 150, I think that they are absolutely perfect work of art. But the lamenting is so important in terms of the listening. So I think it's when we're in grief, trusting that it's being heard by God. Is God hearing? Are, like the Psalms, are our tears being collected in a flask? Yes, I believe they are. And I think my flask is pretty darn big. Yours is, it expands that flask. It's catching those tears. But the idea of like the loneliness and the brokenheartedness that we have, the Psalms are there to catch all of that. And what you're saying is exactly like so many of the Psalms, like I'm paraphrasing horribly, but it's like, hey, look, I'm hurting. I'm broken. What are you doing, God? I'm in so much pain. What's happening? But okay, I will believe in you. There's that pivot that happens that makes me, I identify with that, but I don't think you can get to that place of being open to God's grace unless you feeling the lament has been heard, the listening, that God is listening to you and has heard you crying. Because then in return, once that happens, you're willing to listen to God. One is willing to hear God. But I think that the lament is so fundamental to the human experience. And Jesus had it too. Jesus quoted from the Psalms, why have you forsaken me? So it's going right to the source as far as I'm concerned.